It is my blessing to be here, awake, alive, and I'm blessed. I hope you're feeling blessed too. And I'm grateful for another day. Let's start with some gratitude. Let's open up to the energy and just remind yourself that, that you're healthy, happy, healthy family. And for those of you that are not, you know, so happy, remember that happiness is a state of mind. And the love frequency. Any thoughts of love, gratitude, and appreciation lifts the vibration of the universe. So make sure you connection to your higher self. When I no longer focus on the self, all right, when it's for the greater good, how can I contribute to the well-being of others? How to find my gift? You're all born with special gifts, talents, right, and something unique. So my prayers of strength and for you to understand the frequency and this beautiful vibration that exists within you. God is in with every part of your being. Oh, multi-dimensional source of life from with whom the breath of all existences flows. Your essence exists within all rulers of sound, light, and vibration. Your light and love are within all things, from the greatest star to the tiniest atom. As I surrender my smaller will to align the flow of your greatest will, in this surrender, may I experience your essence in all of my incarnations, bodies, dimensions, and timeline. And may your holy kingdom come to pass. All right, one will be able to call on this creative essence that lives within each and every one of us, within each cell of our body. All right? And who is responsible for life as we know it. This incredible love, this life force, this unseen life force. Let's look at the messages for your higher self. And let's see what those messages are. And then we're going to go into what's the tea for today, December 13th. Happy birthday to Sagittarius. And may your day be full of bliss, joy, happiness, beauty all around you. Use that name. Use that name as above, so below. Okay, you have a unique vibrational frequency. Find your frequency, what resonates the most with you, and step into it. Courage. Faith. You release in that faith by setting those affirmations, petitions, those prayers, sit in meditation, connect to your higher self, and let the beautiful divine, the beauty of the universe, God of all there is and all that will ever be, that God knows your heart, your gifts, and your abilities, your purpose. All right, humbly ask to guide you and to direct you with clarity, grace, prosperity, and ease. Being grateful and thankful. All right, and then you find that full support of love and blessings, big or small. Be thankful for the lessons that you learn, and the more blessings and lessons to come. They come together, okay? Let's go ahead. Ask for protection and healing. At this time, we're going to move forward with Aries through Pisces, higher self energy. All right? Father, Mother, Cosmos, and understanding Neptune's influence. All right? It's going to be a big impact on you. You start seeing things clearly. I was doing some shorts, but I'm not a kind of video person. I like to be live. I like to be in with the community that I am trying to impact and the stigmas. One more Aries through Pisces, higher self, oracles. And then we're going to move into the little bit of ratchet of what's the tea. Because we all like a little drama, don't we? One more. Thank you, thank you. One more. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you. All right, here we go. Aries, let your true color show so your tribe knows how to find you, Aries. Taurus, as you connect to spirit, you draw closer to your higher self. And spirit is the dear, loving, and marvelous universe. All right, who knows your heart, your gifts, your abilities, and your purpose. All right. So connecting to the source of all life, who enlivens all things, animates all things. All right, from with the breath of all existence flows. Okay, so understanding that be brave and authentic soul. You were always destined to be Gemini. Cancer, this is your time to step up and lead from your soul. And your soul is your water, your earth, your fire, and your earth. Okay, so just don't forget your five senses, what you're connecting to the most. All right, so let's go ahead. And the soul and the spirit is connected. The spirit is indestructible. That's your connection to the infinite. Intention, action, and launch all your dreams for you, Leo. Virgo, sometimes the best things are created from chaos. The apple doesn't fall from the apple. Look, when the apple is ripened, it falls from the tree. Sometimes you just gotta, the best fruits, like enjoying the fruits of the freedom of your fruits. All right. When you start, the path appears to so take a step into any direction for you, Libra. Scorpio, your dreams are never farther than you can reach. Messages of your higher self. Your shadows are just hiding the light right now. Your shadows are hiding the light right now for a reason. And this is one of the things that Neptune does. All right. It hides the light. Some things are not meant to be seen right now. This thing, there's still work needs to be done behind the scenes. All right. Maybe you're not ready to step into that relationship, that job, but the universe will always try to get your attention. All right, synchronicities, opportunities that present themselves. You're moving into the right direction. The people that you need to avoid, you have learned the lessons already. So it's just time to move forward. That Neptune energy is all about that. The blurred lines, the things that were unclear. And it's going direct in Pisces, where it's been there for the last 2 days before it goes into the first house. The first house is all about me, insisting on my own way, learning life firsthand. What you may find may not be what you want, but may not be what you expect, but what you truly need. And this is for you, Sagittarius. Happy birthday. Capricorn, you are done. You aren't done yet. You're just getting started. Aquarius, you are an original, so let yourself follow your own heart. Originality, visionary, and the energy is all about innovation. Follow your heart, make your dreams a reality. This is what Neptune, how Neptune correlates and how it affects and influences you. What you seek is seeking you. When you rest, it will find you. Pisces, rest and it will find you. All right, we don't have to get ahead of schedule, right? And so own your feelings, honor your feelings, be in tune with those feelings, all right? And then allow things to unfold with purpose. That will bring you alignment, Pisces. All right. Sometimes we are not doing it alone. We are not alone. We are not moving this energy alone. Remember that you are connected to many, many other things. Your intellect is just one of them. Those are the messages from your higher self. When you start operating from your higher self, you go from self-serving, self-preservation to the greater good, us as a whole. All right. How can I contribute to the well-being of others? How do I share myself, my real purpose? All right. That begins when we share the gift with the others. All right. Using our creativity and abilities also to bring others joy. Hey, Nima. All right. So, messages from your higher self. I am done with the messages from your higher self. I will be using these oracles to go ahead and when you ask me a question, so be expecting them or what's the tea? All right. These are the cards that I'll be using. The oracles. What's the tea? We all like what's the tea because we like, why not have a little drama, but we have to have a little bit of duality. A little bit of both. We can't just stay so dramatic. We don't want to stay so superficial. All right. Hey, hello, Duncan Brooks Bank. Hi. Hey, Susan Craft. Hi. Welcome to the live. All right. And again, when you said those affirmations, those prayers, those petitions, you're creating a ripple. You're releasing that faith. All right. Because when you release the faith without no words, it has no power. So releasing it and setting that affirmation, the prayers, those petitions, sit in meditation and remember the old dimensional, multidimensional source of all life, with whom all breath of life exists, that flows with everything that exists here in this universe. All rules of sound, light, and vibration. All right. So will Julie and I Will Julie and I get back together soon? Let's go ahead and tap into your energy. This is how I like it. Come in. Hi, how you doing? We don't have to get so extra. Something quick. We need to learn how to pull back some energy. We need to learn how to go straight to the point without sounding so dismissive. Because we don't. Nobody likes to. As much as we want to know, sometimes it's not. That's not an everyday thing. All right. We just need to just go ahead. Will me and Julie and get me and Julie get back together? Will Julie and I get back together soon? Let's go ahead and pin that. Let me go into your higher self energy before I tap into the tarot for you. All right. Let's go ahead. Duncan Brooksbank. Let's see a message from your higher self first to open up your question. Will Julie and I get back together soon? One more. One more. Thank you. One more. And thank you. Brooksbank. You are a beacon for others to follow, so don't hide the bright light that you are. All right? So there's something hidden. When we look at the light, we look at the consciousness, there's a lot of back and forth here, all right? Because we move between the light consciousness and the dark, the shadow, all right? So this is what it's telling me. As soon as I see that, this person holds the same reflection. Of course, everything else in our galaxy does, all right? So there's a frequency, there's a sound, this vibration. This is what represents the existence of with all the rules of sound, all right? The frequency is very, very low here, all right? So, hey, quiet money, Will. Quiet money. All right, so let's see here. How long has this been back and forth? All right. They are, I don't know if you're missing the light, right? And the light means the love, the attention. Something is dark. Of course, we are between these two, the positive and the negative. The negative being the female. She takes, and the male gives. All right, it's in the giving and receiving that you find more contentment with this in this relationship. Something is stealing your light, your joy, your peace. There's something here. Let's go ahead. And your question was, will you get back together soon? All right. Comment on your energy, Mr. Brooksbank. Okay, because then I feel like I'm here alone. Okay, you won't get that great connection from me. This is an even exchange of energy. This is how to balance that out. Come on, let's go ahead. Here we go. I don't care if you put a smiley face. Put something. Let me know you're here. Here we go. One more. Oh, I'm going to stop. Thank you. Thank you. One more. Comment. Thank you. Thank you. One more. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Anything. You know. When you step up in here, make sure that you are fully awake. One more. Who told you there was a spiritual blockage? Who told you that? Who told you there's a spiritual blockage? I want to know. Please tell me who told you that. I want to know. All right? We'll see right now. Okay, yeah, karma. This is not a spiritual blockage, all right? This is enjoying the fruits of your freedom. Okay, but this is a time to reflect, to contemplate. How I should have another 7, all right? This is a time of discerning. This is a time to the collective, you know, because when you get to the 7, right, it's all about building a foundation. This is a drive and ambition energy here, all right? This is about establishing a strong life foundation, all right? So the only spiritual blockage that I see here, all right, it is philosophy, okay? You feel like this is a psychic attack, all right? This is about crossing myself with wisdom. This is, for me, this is not only philosophy, but this is about religious beliefs here. What my religious versus your religious beliefs, all right? I don't see there's no blockages here. No. Okay. This is about somebody, there's an ambition here, all right? This is trying to be a perfection, all right, which there's no perfection. So I don't know who told you that. But listen, that's your belief. I can't take that. This is all about philosophy. You got to understand the superficial information because there's something here. See, when you look at the Torah, there are codes that are hidden here. All right, and how to decode. There's something, I don't know if the language, all right? Something about your language, the way that I express myself, my mind, right? And then we're looking at the connection with the moon, your Solomon energy, letting that light and having heart and mind coherence, let it move in the waters, all right? As I move the waters from within, the internal rhythm, something that feels in alignment with you. Is this person, have you learned a lesson here? But this is a karma card, you know? Why I have this, like, something that feels, this something energy is old. I'm supposed to move over from this. All right. I don't know if you feel like you're responsible for something here, or here something that's draining you, because you know this is about overcoming obstacles here, along the way, and some strategies here. So having that perfect balance between persistence and hope. So this is even though whoever this is, could be you, could be them, all right? So whoever this energy is delegating tasks, all right? Offloading, learning to do that. You understand me? So whether you feel like here, the karmic energy here about, emotional strain, or wanting so much out of life, or high expectations, or I'm just at the cusp of love, this euphoria energy, right? I'm wanting to do so many things, but where do I find the time? It's all about time. Time is of the essence. Not everything doesn't have to do with that, with psychic attacks and all that nonsense. You got to understand that there's cycles here. We run through these 7-year cycles. How long you been in this person? It's like if you already encountered the same kind of relationship and you're trying to, the endurance of it, you will have to wait another 5 years. All right. So let's say you've been with this person 7 years or 10 or whatever. Now this is where it's time to reassess how I want to move forward. All right. What I need to reassess. And in retrospect, okay, should I have gone? Should I have done this? Not, the what if loop kind of energy. Do I want to move forward here? This is all about me. What I need to let go of, what's draining my energy. All right. What is your sign here? Okay. What is your sign? And then I'll get a little bit more into your energy and what does that mean for you. We've been separated for 2.5 years. Okay. So this cycle's come to an end. You have learned a lesson here. But so you're a Leo. Oh. So yeah. What am I really going to do as I move forward? Because it's like the things that give you, because your spotlight here is your emotional patterns and your shared responsibilities, the uncertainties, the things that are blurred, and realize gaining clarity around or something what's sustainable for you. All right. So navigating your emotional with your finances is what's important here. All right. So as you understand that you're ready to release, okay, whatever you're investing, that as you go forward, that it's not growing. All right. So, okay. So this is going to give you a time now. Well, it's been 2 years. All right. And so now do you wait another 5 years until this, because this is completed, this karmic. All right. How long you was with this person? 7, 10 years. All right. Feel like I can't go on without them. We all go to there's a spiritual blockage. There is a karmic cycle. We go through cycles, whether you understand the karmic and the portal of energy into the self. So as we become more spiritually empowered, all right, the things that are deeper, to us, the remembrance of the energy, all right. So understanding soul and rebirth. So there's things that you might not understand, all right. So this is all. Listen, right now, because this card came out first, all right. Are you enjoying the fruits of your present labor? All right. What is bringing you freedom? This is telling you it's time to start planning. And if you haven't learned your lesson, then you're gonna be in for a rude awakening. All right. So once you get to the 7, trust in divine timing. At this point, you could just trust in divine timing. All right. Do you pry back into their life? But this is all about my religious upbringing. Okay. What's true versus what's real. With Neptune there, this is going to be the theme that's going to play in your life. What correlates and what's in tandem with between what gives you a lot of excitement, All right. Let's correct the excitement here first. So as you learn how to, reflect on it and think about, is it worth waiting for? So that's up to you, because something was already learned. I don't know if you haven't really learned your lesson. Do I trust in the divine? Do I look at my emotional patterns? Do I connect? How do I manifest? Because this is all about manifesting my thoughts into reality. A lot of boyfriend and girlfriends are in your subconscious mind, and when we don't really understand it, we either settle, we stay, we wait, or we move forward. There's something better. There's something better waiting for you. All right. And this is from spending time alone. You're looking deeper. You're like, man, there's something missing, but I can't really put my finger on it. Why I feel so drawn to this person, right? And so sitting really here in meditation is what's important, and trusting your intuition. If you feel like you've done everything right, right? Like now this is it. You can't go back from a 10. Well, you could, and then you have to weigh it out. 10, 2, 3, 7. All right, and then here I got the Emperor, which is all about the execution of plans, right? He's not in a hurry. He's not. He's not in a hurry, because it's all about, because he follows, very obedient to hierarchies, right? Because there's always a hierarchy with his subordinates, and listening to that, in tuning with that energy. It's hard. It's hard. It's not that it's hard. It's that to help a man understand that something ran its course already, when they don't want to separate, when something that is, you know, unattainable, right? To what is sustainable. It's hard to help you, navigate these emotional landscapes when you feel like, yeah, you know, because we all in this time, like, time is of the essence here. Anyway, you will understand, all right, sooner or later, because this is all. I mean, for me, the Solomon is the lenses and the navigation. So my dream versus my reality. So if I want my dreams to turn into reality, do I follow the moon's path? Do I understand? Do I spend another year? So it's really it could get empowering and confusing at times. So now Neptune is saying, okay, this is what you need to let go. This is the spotlight. I'm gonna show you this. You're gonna gain clarity. All right, and things are gonna be easier for you to navigate. So do you listen to that? Do you understand it, or what do you do here? You know, do you go back? Do you wait? That's all. I don't really know what else to say to you. All right. What am I focusing on? I hope that helped you. I mean, I don't think people really understand how it's time to move forward. Do I wait? Do I continue to pursue it? Right. Uh. So maybe there's something that you need to do that you haven't done. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Hopefully one day you understand, and especially how these planets influence, and how we must go through these tests. They're called tests. All right. And when we have, competence become a curse. Competence. All right. So if I say to myself, that my approach to life is going to be approach with curiosity, courage, and openness to challenges, rather than a pursuit of comfort and conventional competence alone. You start ready to understand. I missed 3 days. I missed 3 days. I was given. Well, listen. Come back when you reconcile, and then we'll look at your energy. Good luck. Good luck with your reconciliation. All right. If it was your energy alone, all right. Remember that the moon represents also the sacral chakra, and it represents the dark energy of Mother Nature. Come back when you reconcile. You come back when you reconcile. All right. It doesn't mean that's not gonna happen. Because couples, after 7 years, after 5 years, when they stick to the commitment, all right, bid them a text. Hey, I noticed you've been quiet. You know, when you with an energy like that, like I could just be quiet. Nothing really has to be said. You want something to put a spark in you, to lighten you up. If it's like, We need that. You're welcome. I hope that helped you. Come back and let me know when you reconcile. Who's the next person? Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Hey, honey, hey, ma'am, you don't respond me on my question. I didn't get to you yet. Relax. Hey, Quiet Money will my financial situation change? Who has the next question? Susan. Will my cancer soulmate and I get together soon? Susan, if you are here, come on in. If not, I'm going to take a break. I am early. Oh, my goodness. All right, there's nobody here. I'll be back. Smart water with alkaline with antioxidants. Good morning. Happy Saturday. People don't like to see Saturn Saturday and the Neptune's energy, so that you are not going to understand the cosmic consciousness and your connection to the divine and spirit. Spiritual. What is a spiritual blockage? What is a spiritual? What does that mean? Okay, and so, my goodness, we have a lot to learn. If you don't stand up for things, you fall for anything. I'm pretty sure you guys know that. Let's go into spill the tea, or what's the tea, and I'll be using those oracles as well. If you have any questions in your connection, finances, career, it'll shed a little light. A little light, all right? If you got sugar, honey, iced tea, see the 7? Tick tock, tick tock. Once you get to that 7, it's a shift, or 10, all right? The lesson is learned. If it's not learned, you're going to repeat the same cycle. That's all. Until you get tired and you finally realize, oh, wow. All right? So just don't let that be you. Learn from your experiences. You're here learning. It's not failure. It's just having the experience. How are you supposed to learn? Confrontation, facing the pain of your situation. What's the tea for today? All 12 zodiac signs as we move forward. I already did the messages of the higher self, so if you go back, your higher self versus your ego, all right? So they are intertwined. They are connected, all right? One more. What's the tea for all 12 zodiac signs? From Pisces to Aries. And then I'll be talking a little bit about Neptune's influence over each zodiac sign and what is it telling you. I will pull a tarot. Versus me going doing all 12 signs. I was trying to do some shorts, but my goodness, my goodness. Here we go. One more. Thank you, thank you. Oh. Pisces on face. Either you on face or your person doesn't care, they didn't flinch, you can't shake me. Good. Pisces, good for you if this is you. Let me put them here. Good for you, Pisces. Girl fight for you, Aquarius. Jealous vibes, arguments, and physical fights within your community. Either you're jealous or they are jealous. That's it. You're jealous. Or you work somewhere where there's girl fights. Maybe in there's something here, okay? Or this could just be some healthy competition, all right? Take it the way it resonates. Capricorn, a romantic love affair, a sex fix, secret lover, and passion over loyalty. Whether you're having this secret sex fix or your person is, romance versus genuine connections, love. What's the tea for Sagittarius? Looking you up, cyber, blah, 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 studying you and getting info. I'm going to put it here. Whether you are looking somebody up, whether you're studying people, you're getting info, okay? So I'm going to have to take some of those, I got to do that pronto. Yeah, I totally forgot. Let's go ahead to Scorpio. Good chemistry, great vibes, and pure intentions. This is what we're looking for you. What's the tea? And that correlates with, and it's in tandem with Neptune's energy. Even if you don't understand it, it's good to expand your consciousness. It's good to learn what role, what influence in that planetary ascension. What does it mean for us and in each house, okay? And you are in the 8th house, so your energies, you're constantly in this energy, the meaning of life, death. You're profoundly affected by this. Very intuitive, psychic energy. All right. Drama starter, stirs the pot, always in the middle of love's the chaos. This is for you, Libra. This could be you, Libra. All right. Stirring the pot, or you probably always caught up in the middle of other people's chaos. All right. It doesn't matter whether you're the drama starter or the other people are. All right. How to find middle ground here. It's about bringing love, just yielding a little bit where love could fill the space, fear, or greediness, or, conflict, right? How to find resolution with that. Broke, broke for you. Who is this for? Virgo. And grudge holder for Leo. Screenshot for Cancer. Caught in a 4K, okay? Your 401k, saving receipts, facts over feelings. When we open-minded, we leave our feelings out of it. We're looking at the evidence, firm and fair, being fair-minded. Okay, I'm Aries. When you get to my question, I was calling. You weren't here. How you going to say how I'm going to get to your question when you weren't here? You just got here. All right? So, calmly ask your question again if you like. If not, then I'll see you on another time. Once you're back for you, Gemini, didn't know your worth. Now they're desperate, too little, too late for you, Gemini. Or you could be the one that wants somebody back. All right? You didn't know their worth. Now you're probably too desperate and it's too little, too late. All right? Time to move on. Taurus, the same thing each day. And Aries, crying over you. Still not over the person. You're watching their post or they're watching yours. You're pretending that everything's fine or they're pretending everything's fine. The way it resonates is the way you take it. No filters. This is about getting into the truth. Seeing things for what they really are. The dream becomes a reality. And do you put any effort into it, all right? Now let's look into each zodiac signs. I'm going to give each person two cards. Okay? I'm going to give two tarot cards. No, you know what I'm going to do, because I know that Neptune energy is going to come out. So what I'm going to do, and if you watch this live, I'm going to shuffle for each person, and I'm just going to go ahead into your energy, all right? One more. Aries. Thank you. One more. Thank you. All right. Let's go ahead, Aries. You got the Hermit. A time of reflection. Going through a karmic cycle. All right. And there she goes. She came out. And of course, you've seen this when I shuffle. Emotional wounds. And there's Neptune's energy. This is in the era of enlightenment as we move forward. Because Neptune is going to enter your house on the 26th of January, okay? So there's going to give you about this energy that's going to, because you got to understand how Neptune energy and what does it mean for you. And then so you have here, you have Libra, Aries, because it's your counterpart. You also have a Virgo there, and going in through this karmic cycle, right? The cycle that's ended, something's beginning. Do I push forward? Okay, the Nine of Wands is reminding of you that, challenges are part of life, and your soul, the energy here, to have the perfect balance between persistence and hope here as you move forward, Aries, in any connection. That's one of the things that Neptune's going to do. This is all about what's working behind the scenes, the things I cannot see, all right? The 12th house represents the non-physical house, all right? This is where everything, the endings, emerging new beginnings, it's all a catalyst for growth, all right? What's working, your emotional waters, right? Unresolved emotional issues. Things are filtering out so you can start seeing your old emotional patterns, your fears, all right? The things that you have to examine as Neptune stations direct in Pisces. This is all about your sense of emotional truth. You understand? And so the bad habits that you might want to break, okay, whether it's, She's a very loving, caring, nurturing energy. Do you put that more love into yourself? Do you, the things that make you happy? Do you follow? Because this is a very creative energy here. You know, establishing a home foundation again. Do I trust? Just building trust again. All right, facing things that things are gonna just become easier for you. All right, as you face some truths and want no longer the things that you want to carry. All right. So let's say, oh, let me give you a cross for everything. Like every time that you feel like you make a sacrifice, life is not about the sacrifice. It's about the decisions that you make. Hey, full 49342. Life is not a see people with all the in there in the dearness of the heart. Life is to be endorsed, to be enjoyed, to be celebrated, is to be lived. Every time that you feel like you make a sacrifice, no, it's about making a choice. Animals will sacrifice for our survival, so it's gonna feel like that. That energy drains you. It comes a time that we need to spend some time alone, aka giggles. Oh, giggles, hey giggles. All right. So anything that's in alignment with your spiritual growth, your core values. Remember, she represents my values, experiencing and expressing love. All right. Committing to genuine connections, friendships, your career path, anything that has been not been straightforward. All right. Anything that your reputation as well. Things are going to be easier to define here as you get this new energy that's coming in. You got to understand Neptune's energy. The slow moving planet is a generational planet. All right, you got to understand how they influence you because for the last 14 years, right, has been influenced your first house. And once it moves into your first house, right, because now it's ending in Pisces and it's going to begin in your house. And this is all about me, a primal force. I'm born to be leader. This is I'm going to insist on me, my freedom from like the fruit's supposed to give you freedom, okay, to do the things that you want to do. All right, you have drive, determination here. Once you're committed to your goal, you're going to assume any responsibility here, whether it's with this person here, because I'm seeing two people. I'm seeing Libra because that is your counterpart. I'm seeing Taurus. I'm seeing Pisces. I'm seeing every sign here. So when it comes to right, to love, relationship, or career, doing something with using my creativity, my power, knowing that, the number one energy here is being about a primal force here, okay? And so you understanding yourself at a deeper level, getting into more competitions here, running, swimming, but this is telling you at the same time, don't let pride and overconfidence be your masters, okay? Yeah, it is question Friday. It is, you got Friday over there? I have Saturday over here. All right. I have Saturday. Okay. I did. Yeah. All right. I'm well, sweetie. How are you? Okay. So listen, this is a protector, provider for those you love, sensual. This is getting and like getting into that beautiful harmony, living right, living in balance, that universal natural order here. Right. And so, that's what, Neptune direct in Pisces is going to mean here, okay? This is your spirituality, tapping into your spiritual gifts, your psychic powers, using that energy, all right, to bring your dreams into a reality, all right? And so this is that time. Oh, it is 12. Oh, you're right. Oh, it is 12. Oh, you got 12 o'clock? Where are you? Where are you? People really got to understand the energy, how to move forward with it. All right, it's available to you. It is bringing you that the ebb and flow, but especially the blur lines, the things that you weren't able to examine before. Okay. So, all right. Something that hasn't been clear, Aries, is going to start making sense now. All right. Even a bad habit that I want to break. Cursing, it could be one of them. You know what? I don't, because that's low vibrational energy. That's keeping you in those toxic level fields. The third has my communication, right? It's like for me, the third is the third house, friendships, family, right? Neighborhood, children, having more children, moving away, staying. So it is all about your ending and your beginning. All right, just to make it quick and simple. All right. If you've been working behind the scenes, what's not working, what I'm gonna give my energy to, right? Deceptive inner dialogue, which anything that you left on the back burners. So those are the things. And when you start to understanding the influence that the planets have here within, because it's in our solar system, right? Even if you don't understand it, make time to expand your consciousness. All right, just take at least time to expand. Don't stop thinking of your life as, something about just more security, bravely, excitedly, imaginatively. All right, choose a challenge instead of competence. Okay, security runs deep, of course, and we all like to feel secure, but it's really time to challenge yourself. All right, and then that energy that when it goes into Neptune goes in there. All right, turning your dreams into in reality. All right, and so doing it with bravery and being courageous, a vision. You got the vision. All right, you have the courage. You pursue anything. Does my dad want to? Oh, I love that question. All right, let's find out here. All right, so that was for Aries, and I'm gonna be bringing these another week, really understanding each planet and how does it affect you. All right, because if you don't understand that, then you're gonna go through the loop, especially the slower moving planets like Jupiter, Neptune, and Uranus. All right, they remain longer in those signs, and what does that energy mean for me? It's very important to understand that, especially the configuration, the aspects, the things, the conjunctions, the sextiles, the the trines. It's very important for us to understand that. Okay, and if we don't understand that, we're gonna have a rude awakening, and we're never gonna get off the wheel. We need to understand when to fold and when to let go, when to bring a new energy, how to enjoy it, how to embrace change. Okay, yeah, we have to learn that, and I cannot move forward here without that energy. I'm sorry, and I don't care if I gotta lose people. Doesn't bother me. All right, I'm just here to help you overcome any challenges, to help you flourish, to thrive. Not only to survive, I want you to thrive. I want you to embrace. I want you to reach that level of consciousness, right? And understand that everything is within you, all right? So you don't want to let that. We are not separated from each other. We are here part as a whole, and to understand the cosmic consciousness and what that frequency and the love and the God that exists within you. All right. Any sort of gratitude and gratefulness would uplift the universe into that frequency. So you uplift your own unique frequency. All right. Become more spiritually aware of who you are. All right. And that's it. So you don't gotta come at. Oh, and then you stay, keep a little track on it. That's all. It is your duty. All right. Nobody owes you anything. You owe everything to yourself. Let's go ahead. Learning that you're learning along with everybody else. All right. And everybody, there's a lesson learned. The person moves on. Do they stay with me? Do I stay behind? Do I stay stuck? Oh, yeah, It's okay. Listen, if you're happy where you're at, great. That's it. You learn nothing and you're good. Okay, that's it. When you stay in the two, you stay there. All right? You negotiate. Every day you're going to feel like you're choosing your life's path. And you can start off getting up real good, everything. And then, oh, gosh. You don't want to live like that. You want to be able to embrace change. All right? One more. For you, does your dad wants to reconcile? When you're living from your higher self, right? It's not about self-serving. It's about the whole contribution to others, sharing my gifts, my talents. Oh, I'm not gonna share just in case somebody gets what I'm doing. Scared somebody might steal it, my idea. No, there's been an incredible lineage before we came here. Fool. Oh, Oregon. Oh, okay. Miss Giggles. Giggles, come on in. Let's go ahead. One more. Thank you. Thank you. Yeppers. I like that. One more for you. That wants to reconcile. You got 2 9s. Well, they show me here that your father was very strict, or he grew up like that, right? When they take me right to the father, missing from your relationship, the father, I don't know if you got to know him, or he was always working. All right, they're showing me here. All right, or you had a very spiritual father. All right, he was never there. He was always out. All right, the strength card. He was very controlling. That's why this came out. All right. Okay. So, all right. So right now you got that. All right. I guess they regulation and emotional regulation or recalibration is what is going to happen with you. But yeah, yeah, because they have learned a lesson here. All right. Something has taught them a lesson. These are the keys to finding who I really am. Sometimes you got to get really negative. All right. Sometimes you got to go to these negative stages. And I'm just saying that because we understand that we both light and dark consciousness, the darkness, the things that blind us, the things that we cannot understand, especially when it comes to the universal energy, the sun, the moon, right? That penetration that needs to happen. Solomon energy here for me. All right. So anyway, I'm going to stick to this energy here, and then I'm going to put the Hierophant here because it's like there was something here about not only religious upbringing, but it was also about not, well, yeah, because you experienced it, but it's all about the teacher. The teacher wanted you to follow them blindly, even if you don't believe in them. You understand me? So here, yeah, there's a new that's gonna happen when, because that came out later on, and this is moving into the next water sign. All right, with the strength card, which the strength card represents Leo, and it represents for me, uh, not Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, but it also represents a Libra. There's like a Libra balancing the scales here. All right, teaching. There's some lessons here. I don't know if there are still more lessons to learn. Okay, so yes, but this is all about controlling my the animal, because you got to understand the excitement. There's going to be an excitement here, but I don't know if it's going to be short lived, because let's control the excitement, right? So when we're looking at the strength card, the lion is trying to help you. All right, they're going to allow you to use, right, to use that energy to be the obedient side. All right, the loving side, to help them interact with, you understand me? So the submissive surrender of this energy. How do I have a level of surrender? Right? Because men are hard for them to surrender to that side, to the loving, to the higher self here. Right? Either they fight or they're gonna flight, because it's the bite here. The domestication of the animal. All right. That means that they're going to use their mouths to bite. All right. But in this case, right, they're working on that, because our primal urges, our primal instincts, the animal is us that we're working on. We understand the journey is about being emotional and spiritual, right? Rather than physical and psychological here. Playing that's like reverse psychology. There's something here that, all right? So our primal way to control a situation is to bite normally, right? Because we got to go and bite for it, all right? You understand me? Oh, shoot. Oh, my thing broke. Oh, no, it didn't break. All right? So we look at ourselves and we say, well, the only best team player I have is me. The trouble that she gives me, right, for you, all right? But you have to do this together. So let's do this together. Seeing yourself, both of you. You understand? So this calm energy, this strength of the heart, all right? Do I fight or do I flight? So this is the theme here, all right? So this is going to come from a place of, do I do this? Do I do that? How do I correct my excitement? I'm picking up what you're throwing down. You understand me? So really to understand the energy of the strength. Because some things I like grounding, let's just say. So if my control, my primal instincts, if I'm not balanced, I'm focused on the ideas of it. And this is what's been happening, you know? It's like a partner based on initial excitement and intellectual connection. So having both, right? How do I have the psyche, right? And of course, the emotional spiritual that coincides together with the balance of these polarities, the negative and the positive, how to move forward, between that energy. All right. Because when we get caught up with these grand ideas, especially discussions philosophical about life, right or wrong, and how to get that excitement under control first. All right. So how are you going to approach the situation when they do? All right. Do they say, because it's like, they see, you got to understand the Hierophant. These are religious leaders right? But this goes back to the esoteric. This goes back to ancient Egyptian. But now it became to the Vatican, which they're holding information. There are things that are hidden here for your protection. You understand? So if we look at what was lost throughout the years, we're not ever going to be able to move forward with something new. All right? I don't know if they had to deal with he's Catholic. Oh, all right. That's one of the things that I asked you at the beginning. I said, your father's been, a spiritual father. All right. So here is that, do you go blindly and follow their religion, the way they do things? All right. Because most of our teachers, they want us to follow them blind. There's two things that goes great. All right. But the downside of this card, you understand? So do you follow blindly? Do you accept? But this is all about changing. All right. You got to help him understand things. It's about finding the middle ground here, and that's the first breakthrough in how we're gonna your spiritual. But what does spiritual means to you? What does spiritual means to you? Knowing that principle. All right, because principle stems from being in a covenant. All right, the Most High God, the Most High. I love that, and He might not see that, and that's okay. That's okay. That's your path. All right, you changing the paradigm here. You having those shifts. Our people, or our people that come before us, they're not really gonna understand, especially when we, because it's the same thing. If you're looking at it, the worship, the praise, but it's done differently. All right. Then we have so many different denominations. We have about 45,000. Well, not Catholic, Christian altogether. All right. So anyway, this is a lot. All right, having that connection and that relationship, because the Vatican. If you look at the Vatican, there's a lot of things that are hidden. This doesn't practice the same thing. It tells you, because a lot of the rules are changed, especially marriage. They want you to do things their way. All right, and maybe you being unorthodox, following your own rules, doing your own things. Speaking about those things between orthodoxy and unorthodox. You understand? You could break it down real simple. Say, listen, I don't think that, I don't agree with your way, those things, or the religious leaders, or, because religious teachers could come as family, friends, social, right? Breaking out of that, I'm doing my own thing. I'm learning from the Most High God, from Source, from the God that dwells within all of us, right? From the cosmic consciousness, that I am moving forward different. I no longer hold those religious beliefs. But everything has a religion, has a ritual, has programs. I have to follow this program. I have to stay in this straight line. When the whole universe is, there's a lot of things that, all right, non-denominational. All right. So those are the things that are gonna come. This could happen in March. This could happen in a month. All right. And so yeah. So, because you're gonna get this initial excitement, but then what happens afterward? Let's fix, and let's correct the excitement, because then after that you're gonna go back into the same thing. You understand me? You're gonna go back to the same thing. You're gonna go right back to this, and the Torah, is imbued and embedded in codes. There are codes hidden in there. You can't take that literally. All right, because if you look at Solomon and the energy, how to repattern my subconscious mind, how to run through the frequencies, and how do I connect to the moon cycles and the patterns. All right. And so this is like the philosopher's stone, understanding the dark and light, and understanding the polarities, how to raise my polarity, how to ascend to higher heights, how to expand my consciousness, and how to let the sun moon penetration. All right. So this is deep. This is not such an easy energy. All right. So, right? Understanding your soul and your spirit are connected. All right? But separated. Let me tell you something. When I first started understanding, because it's already hitting, I mean, listen, these things that they hit, we already getting a lot of the knowledge. We are getting some of it back. All right? And it's it is in plain sight, but it's like hidden in code. So the Torah codes, looking into the Torah codes, that's what I'm going to be doing here as we move forward. All right, understanding why these cards were left, What is the meaning? And we go back to the ancient Egypt with the hieroglyphs. All right. There were codes that were hidden there. These are words that you say. These are affirmations. These are things that we do. All right. Yeah. And this is why you're here. So you can really understand the true meaning and moving those waters from within to let that and casting that light out like Solomon did as he let the sun and moon penetration happen. All right. But it has to be from within. Because I can say, oh, pay attention to your intuition, your internal waters, as you flow. No, that's just that's toxic positive. So I'm here to just deliver floodgates. This is about floodgates. Return to a place of power. All right. A lot of ancient wisdom. And once you learn how to embrace something new, then you'll be able to share that with others. All right. And that's it. But it's the same thing. We're worshiping and we're praising, all right, the same God and goddesses. It's the same thing. But we're doing it different because everybody wants to have their own denomination. I got to do it better. I got to sit in a better position. I'm the only one that knows everything. That's just stupid. All right? All right? Now I know you're doing the same thing. As long as. All right, sweetie? Let me know how how it goes for you. But really got to understand the codes and the keys that were left for us. We will go at nothing. We will stop at nothing to get to the truth. Period. All right? Whatever the Vatican hit, whatever the religious leaders, our identity, the truth, the moon cycles, not only that, our connection to the moon, and we all had a distant day with the moon. And my moon. So looking into your Vedic astrology, and then you have the Western. All right, this is a connection more to the moon. So you're moving between the sun and the moon's light. All right. So good luck, and yeah, there's much more to that than what I gave you. And I just hope that helped you in some way, shape, or form. All right, but these are the things. Watch the initial excitement and they're correct. All right? You got to correct the excitement. And that's telling you speaking your truth. All right? Easy. You gotta go slowly, gently. Using your higher self is gonna guide you. Cause something's gonna lead to disappointment if that reality doesn't match the fantasy. And that's one of the things that seeing the truth. What was, the things that were blurred. And so Neptune's energy is going to bring you that opportunity. It's just there for a short time to use that energy. All right? Anyway, I hope and I wish the best for you. It's hard when we get separated because of, but this gives us an opportunity to look at things from multiple perspectives from the 12. All right? And we have the sun going into each house, well, energetically speaking, sending us that energy, and the moon. So we got to look at it. We got to at least spend a year. Next question, if you have it, I'll be right back. You're welcome, Giggles. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Get some water. This is the alkaline antioxidant. Nobody wants to come in for higher self. All right, so I guess I'm going to get out of this live. I'll be back with a new live. Yeah, so people start understanding their higher self. And when you get that judgment card, you know, we have the feminine and the masculine. And when you understand the law of gender, then you start understanding that energy better, you know, and understanding the spirit and a dual nature, those two forces, and what the soul and the spirit are connected. And with that being said, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next live in the next 10 minutes. Bye. Love you guys. Tonight.